choose our socks for success in all endeavors. Fortunes rises from the heel, and good luck for life.
Good morning. Today is Sunday, April 20th, 2025. Today in history, on this day 131 years ago, Spanish artist Joan Miró, renowned for his contributions to painting, sculpture, ceramics, printmaking, and surrealism, was born. His notable works include The Harlequin's Carnival, Dog Barking at the Moon, and Person Throwing a Stone at a Bird. He is celebrated as one of the master painters of surrealism in the 20th century. Today also marks the traditional Chinese solar term known as grain rain. The term grain rain originates from an ancient proverb stating that rain produces hundreds of grains. This solar term is characterized by the onset of continuous spring rain. Welcome to today's Qing Chao Morning News. Let's start with political updates. U.S. government reviews Harvard's $9 billion aid fund. Recently, the U.S. government announced a review of $9 billion in funding for Harvard University due to anti-Semitic activities on campus. This follows previous actions against universities where pro-Palestinian demonstrations occurred, such as Columbia University, which had $400 million in funding cut in March, and a related graduate student was deported. U.S. Secretary of Education McMahon stated that Harvard failed to protect students from anti-Semitic discrimination and promoted divisive ideologies, damaging the school's reputation. She urged Harvard to correct its mistakes and ensure a safe environment for all students. Harvard President Garber warned that cutting funds would jeopardize vital research and innovation. Australia PM's approval rating hits 11-month high. Recent Australian polls show Prime Minister Albanese's net approval rating has risen to its highest point in 11 months, improving from -21% in February to -4%. In contrast, opposition Liberal Party leader Dutton's approval rating has fallen to -19%, the lowest of his tenure. Despite this, Albanese downplayed the situation, stating that the election would be closely contested. Both parties launched campaigns, promising housing assistance and tax cuts to attract voters. The opposition abandoned its plan to return federal workers to the office, while the Labour Party criticized it for raising commuting costs. Labour introduced measures targeting families and addressing rising living costs to gain voter support. Hezbollah hands over military base in southern Lebanon. According to AFP, most of Hezbollah's military bases in southern Lebanon have been placed under the control of the Lebanese National Army. The ceasefire agreement between Hezbollah and Israel, reached on November 27 last year, requires Israel to withdraw its troops from Lebanon by February 18, though Israel will still maintain troops at 5 strategically important locations. The agreement also mandates Hezbollah to dismantle its military infrastructure in the south and relocate its fighters north of the Litani River. Only UN peacekeeping forces and the Lebanese army are allowed in the south. U.S. federal court launches antitrust investigation into Meta. According to AFP, the U.S. Federal Trade Commission recently sued Meta, accusing the company of eliminating potential competitors through its acquisitions of Instagram and WhatsApp. Since the acquisitions, both apps have become global platforms with a significant increase in active users. The FTC also stated that Meta's monopoly position has led to a decline in user experience, citing excessive ads and frequent product changes, with users having no alternative. This lawsuit is one of 5 major antitrust cases filed by the U.S. government, following a similar case against Google in August and lawsuits against Apple and Amazon. Malaysia Johor immigration raids, detains 148 illegal workers. According to news from Malaysia, the Immigration Department recently arrested 148 illegal foreign workers at a construction site in Johor Jaya Garden and a staff dormitory near Eco Galleria. The workers, from Myanmar, Indonesia, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Nepal, and India, including women and children, could not produce valid documents and claimed their passports and work permits were held by their employers. They are suspected of abusing their visas to enter the country and will be sent to a detention camp in Sisha Tropical Park for further action. Over 20,000 people died alone in Japan last year. According to Xinhua News Agency, Japanese authorities recently reported that 76,000 people living alone died at home in 2024, with over 21,000 not discovered until more than 8 days later, identified as lonely deaths. Due to the aging population, the Japanese government implemented the Act on Promotion of Policy for Loneliness and Isolation in April last year. This marks the first time Japan has conducted annual statistics on deaths of people living alone. Lonely deaths are defined as those who die without anyone present and are not discovered for over 8 days, often linked to social isolation and disconnection. Vietnam's music collection certified as World Documentary Heritage. According to VNA, a music collection of over 700 works by Vietnamese composer Hong Van, created between 1951 and 2010, was recently added to the UNESCO Memory of the World Register. This marks the first time Vietnamese music has been selected as World Documentary Heritage. Deputy Foreign Minister No Lu Van stated that Hong Van's works, spanning 6 decades, reflect Vietnam's social changes and spiritual life. By combining European classical music with folk elements, they hold artistic value and provide insights into Vietnamese culture, society, and music history, enriching both national and global culture. According to Global Financial News, the main contract of Shanghai silver was quoted at 8,091 yuan per kilogram, up 2%. That's all for today's Qing Chao Morning News. Thanks for watching. Join us at the same time tomorrow.